Hey guys, so today we're doing IPSY. It was a little late this month. Normally it comes on the 13th, and it didn't get here till today, which is the 17th, so. And there won't be any more BoxyCharm videos for the moment. I had to cancel my subscription due to the fact that I'm poor. Hopefully they will be coming back soon. We can hope. Why I have scissors if they're completely dull? Wanna know why? For eyelashes. That's all that's on them. That's literally eyelashes. I don't know if anyone watches The Ranch. I had heard that they were coming out with a new season on Netflix in June or July. Sometime this summer they're releasing a new season. So I was like, well, I need to get caught up. And this has taken forever for me to cut this, by the way. I need to get caught up. And so I did. I only had like 3 more episodes. But I figured that was going to take me a couple days. But then once I started watching, I should have just knew. I don't know why I'm trying to use it. I literally have like an inch left. But you got to finish the project. Already getting annoyed. Okay. Oh, I like the bag. Oh, it's different. It's got like a zipper in the middle instead of like, and that's cute. And then we got a little cute little tassel. This is cute, and it's got lemons on it. It's not very full. It's actually very flat. Do the flat test. Super flat. So hopefully we have some good products in here. I don't knock my masks in the floor. I got this really cute mask at Walmart the other day. It's a cactus smoothing mask, so I think I'm going to be doing that tonight after this. Okay, first thing we're going to pull out is this little pamphlet that tells us all the information that we don't need to know because we're going to get into it anyway. I'm going to pull this out of the liner, of course. I think I've got this from them. Hang on. I don't know if it's in here. Pretty sure I have this one. Maybe not. This is the I almost said Eco. Ico London Magic Black Liquid Liner. Ooh, it's got a very sharp edge. Let's see. The bleeding test. I did notice, I don't know if y'all can see that, there's a little bit of like bleeding in my hand a little bit, like it's, but I mean other than that, it's very felt tip, very good, very good. It's got a little shaker. We'll be trying that out, and as y'all know, I normally try to try everything on in the video that I get. Sometimes I don't always get to it. Hydrating primer from Tarte, which is kind of funny because I've got a lot of primers from IPSY in the past couple times. I have got the coconut smoothing moisturizing primer. This is a hydrating primer. It's called Base Tap by Tarte. So we're of course gonna try this. Okay, dig, dig, dig. I'm gonna get this out of here that's got like foil on. Okay, I'm expecting this to be an eyeshadow. And I was right. It is by... I've never heard of this brand, and I don't want to butcher it, but that's the brand right there. This is in the shade Mulberry. It's a very pretty, like, dark purple, I guess you could say. Let's see. Oh, that's pretty. We'll try this out today. This was just chilling, sticking out. This is cute packaging. It's a Pearlescence Watermelon Engaging Aqua Balm Lightweight Oil-Free Gel Cream Moisturize. I guess it's a moisturizer. Smells like watermelons. I expected it to be a chapstick. Smells really good. Hopefully this is a good moisturizer. Might get 2 uses out of it. We should get their sample size. It's a little bit bigger. And the last one is nail polish. Not a fan of nail polish in subscription boxes, which I haven't got one in a while, so I guess I can't complain too bad. The last one I got was that matte black. It's actually sitting right there from when I did it last time. This is in the brand... It's in the shade Berry Wild, so I can only imagine, but it's the brand Pretty Woman. Whew. Goodness, that is not up my alley. That's very, purpley. I think it had an eyelash stick to me. I'll see that. I'm not much a purple person, so I'm not going to paint it on me because my nails have SNS on them right now. I'm going to paint it on the box just to show y'all. It's a little pinky, I guess. It's very, I mean, it's a pretty color. Might get some use out of it eventually. But like I said, I'm not a big fan of nail polishes in subscription boxes. But you know, you get what you get and you don't throw a fit. So, that happens every video. Y'all should be used to it. I need to get some kind of like stable way to hold my phone up, but right now I'm just using like the prop on my mirror. I don't think anything fell with my hand sanitizer, which is fine. So, for starters, I'm sorry. I hate to keep moving. I just really don't care for y'all to be looking at my bathroom sink the whole time. Okay, so for starters, of course, we're going to put the primer on. I've already moisturized and stuff from a couple of hours ago. Probably wouldn't hurt to do it again. It's very watery. I expected a primer to be kind of jelly, but I guess since it's hydrating, it wouldn't be. I don't know. It's very liquidy. So I'm just going to throw this in my T-zone area. Definitely smells like coconut. For sure. I guess this was like a good summer hydrator or primer. I mean, it's very it's tackier than I expected. Can't complain. What foundation do I want to use? I'm just gonna grab. I don't really want to grab that. I'm gonna grab my Maybelline Fit Me foundation. If I can pull this drawer out without pulling out every other drawer around it and making like tremendously amounts of noise. Goodness, thought I was never gonna get that out. Alright, so I use 110 in the Dew and Smooth and the matte poreless, and I mix these together because the matte poreless is too matte and the dewy is too dewy, so I just like to mix them together. Weird, I know. So anywho, there's not very much of this coming out. It's okay. Running out of Dewy and Smooth. Just gonna take the back of a brush, mix it together. The Dewy and Smooth is a bit darker, even though they're the same shade. Every time I've used it, it's always been a bit darker, which has always been kind of weird to me, but it's whatever. I'm just gonna take an EOS sponge, nothing fancy. It smells so good, that primer does. Okay, and here we go to Tappin' Town. I forgot to use my watermelon moisturizer. It's okay. Whenever we get done with this look, I'll take it off and I'll just put it on and tell y'all how I feel. Okay. Ever since I got into the Born This Way foundation, I like don't ever go back grabbing this Maybelline one, which I probably should do that more considering, like I said in the beginning of this, I'm broke. That might have something to do with it. Makeup probably has a lot to do with it, if you want to know the truth. So once again, just tapping around. I mean, and this stuff has pretty good coverage. It's not the most buildable foundation I've ever used, but like, it does its job, so. I should have put a headband on. I'm trying to pull this blue out of my hair because I don't know, I've grew out of it. I done purple, I done blue, I had my fun. I just want to go back to a normal color. And what thinking I'm gonna do is, after I get the chance to strip all this blue out, like naturally, so I'm just gonna look really ratchet for a while. Trying to let all this blue fade and grow out. But I'm gonna do a medium brown with a blonde highlights is my goal in all of this. I'm gonna try baking soda with blonde with blonde shampoo, like together in the shower. I've heard that baking soda and peroxide does good, but I don't know how I feel with putting peroxide in my hair. So that's just a learning challenge at this point. Always be sure to bring it down. Some people blend down. I just literally put foundation on my neck because I'm the world's worst at not blending down. Or like blending down but not doing it correctly to where it looks correct. So make sure to do that. Right, alright. So it's concealer time. I'm gonna use, just for the Maybelline idea, my Maybelline Age Rewind is what I'm gonna be using. I thought I had another one of these, and I probably do somewhere. And then why not whip out the Maybelline powder? I always kind of thought that this was a little bit darker than my actual foundation, but it's probably just my brain thinking that. I don't know. I just want whatever hair is chilling out over here to go away. That's the only thing with this foundation that I've like been able to notice. I feel like there's a hair, so anyway. Okay, I'm just gonna do these small things first. Get those out of the way and set in to this look. And as y'all know, I blend and set as I go. I don't blend each eye and then go back and set. This beauty blender is, and I call all these little sponges beauty blenders. I don't care if it's not the real beauty blender brand. I thought I was never gonna leave my Real Techniques beauty blender, and I'm not leaving it. It's just I needed something new, and this is what I had in my drawer at the time. But this EOS beauty blender is like really not bad. I've actually enjoyed it. I actually enjoy the shape of it a lot more too. That's one thing I do love about this concealer. It's very blendable. It doesn't take long. Sometimes the Tarte, depending on the day, honestly, it will take what feels like 10 years to blend out. So take my setting powder. This is the Rimmel Sandstorm. I've lost the lid. Or I didn't lose it, it broke, and I decided it was time to throw in the towel on it. And I just kind of set the rest of my face. Ever since using some of the products that I've been using, I just like am not pleased with the way that my makeup turns out anymore. Unless it's like my everyday, always use, tried and true products. Like, I just feel like my under eyes don't set correctly. I feel like it's still right here. I feel like it's not blended. There's a lot of spotty. There's, I don't know. I've been like getting like this every time I do my makeup, and I don't know what to do for myself anymore. Maybe bronzing will help something. So let's bronze. I'm just gonna use my, what is this? Mata powder brush, but I use it for bronzer because I like a big brush. Bronze real quick. I just pull up here what didn't go on my cheeks. And then I also bronze all right here. Okay. Blushes next. I always use my Tarte Corky. Always tried and true. I have another one whenever this one goes out. This stuff is the bomb diggity. I love it with all my heart. And I'm just going to take the end of this that I didn't use and kind of tap this in. Because I feel like I'm being too self-conscious about it. So I'm going to just take the same brush that I put on powder with. I'm just going to kind of rub it around everywhere. Kind of blend everything in together. I don't really understand what's going on with my under eyes. But we'll figure it out. With time. Okay, so I'm just going to take this and kind of like rub it on my powder. And just kind of, you know, make a line. I hate to have so much bronzer in one spot. Try to like do a line or something. I don't know. And then I'm just gonna take my e.l.f. Brow pencil in the shade's not even on here anymore. It's probably on the lid. Neutral brown. And it's the only reason I like this one, and I know a lot of people don't like brow pencils because of it, and I like it. It really just depends on the day, because sometimes I normally use my thin one, but like today, just with like the quick and easy, like if I'm going for something quick and let's get this done, or you know, just I want to focus more on the eyeshadow is really what I'm trying to play with, and because most of this video is gonna be the eyeshadow and the eyeliner and seeing how they perform. So like brows are not like a huge ordeal. Like if I was, of course, if I got a brow product, I would use it, but I didn't. So it's almost like when I use this though, I can feel it like twisting down when I use pressure. I'm sorry. I always try to fix this whole like lighting situation. And I really don't know what I could do to help it. Honestly. That brow turned out really good. And then I always pull like a little bit of like, ooh, what is that, Casey? And then like blend it. Blend it out. Blend it out. And there's a brow. Like an oddly good brow. Like I'm so, like literally because it's 8 o'clock at night and I'm not going anywhere, and I'm not like going to work, I'm not going out. Just gonna literally probably wash this off after I make like a couple TikTok videos. By the way, if you don't follow me in there, you can go ahead and do that. It will be in the description down below. But anyway, like I'm probably just gonna make a couple videos and like wipe it off, do my mask, go to bed, like, and they want to look like this. But then like when I'm going out, they want to look all wonky and look like I did. Maybe I need to start using this bigger one. I don't know. And not only that, it literally didn't even take me 10 minutes. Normally with both brows, with my little one, it takes me, this lighting, it changes with so much like, ooh, I'm red, ooh, I'm not. Anyway, it normally takes me like 10 minutes to do both brows, 5 minutes a piece. This probably took like 2 to 3 minutes for me to just sit here and do. So upsetting. The fact that I just got my eyebrows waxed might have helped, but you know. Gotta love this lighting. Y'all, I promise, as I become a little bit more YouTube famous, which hopefully happens, I will look into better lighting, I promise. It's just like really not in the budget right now. I'm trying to back up a little bit so maybe y'all can like see a little bit better. See, it keeps like whiting my face out, which is really frustrating. I noticed that this side wasn't as brushed as good. Once again, they may not be sisters. They may not be twins. They're very distant cousins right now, but maybe. I tried to fix it and I think I made it worse. No, not too bad. Okay, there's my beautiful brows that like just decided to be beautiful for no god blessed reason. Let me tell you. I'm gonna start using this again. I'm telling y'all, some of this stuff, and then I use Maybelline's brow gel. This is just a Maybelline haul. Call it a Maybelline haul. Because I mean I normally use CoverGirl's like thin little thing, brow pencil. But like the e.l.f. one's $2, and I think I'm just gonna have to start going back cheap because I feel like you can do just as much with cheaper products as far as your foundation. My foundation, as everything is set, I can say I will always stick with my concealer. I do need to play around with makeup a little bit more and figure out what combinations I could do without. Like, could I do without the Born This Way foundation? Probably. Now and it may just be that concealer, and honestly that setting powder does do me wrong a lot, and that's probably the problem. Let me just like continue to work while I talk. That's probably a lot of the problem is that powder. I noticed even as I was using the Tarte Shape Tape, which is my favorite tried and true concealer, that it still like made it look the way it makes this look. And I think it's just that setting powder. I normally use the Pretty Vulgar setting powder, which is so expensive, but I got it in a BoxyCharm, so like it wasn't that expensive to me. But I am gonna have to like look into some kind of like the e.l.f. brow products, like, you know, some of the stuff, and I've used, and I use Benefit Brow. If I have the money or like I get a gift card, I mean, I'll use it and I'll get that kind of stuff. But like, if I am just going to buy stuff, like I'm not gonna go willingly go out and buy that whenever I can get the same thing at e.l.f. But like if I get a Morphe like or an Ulta gift card, yeah, I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna go buy what I need. This foundation, I've had it for, it looks like it's about halfway gone, and I've had it for since January. So that foundation has lasted a long time. I can say that because 2 pumps and that's enough for my whole face. Foundation is a very good thing for me. The foundation, concealer, and eyeshadow palettes are where I stick to high end. Okay, and primers, because this is your girl's tried and true. Let me tell you. No problem, primer, tried and true. Anywho, the eyeshadow palettes, definitely, you know, I can't cheat on them. I can't. I just can't find anything in my body to want to do that. But, like, as far as highlighters, Wet n Wild highlighters, bomb. Get IPSY. I got an Ofra highlighter. Full-sized. Let me tell you. My blush, IPSY. The one that's in my drawer to reuse. IPSY sent me another one, and I am so glad. This BoxyCharm. Even if when that runs, I have it. I don't know. Sorry, I'm jabbering too much. So here I'm gonna just do this eyeshadow all over the lid, and then I'm gonna get I'm gonna go through my palettes and see if I can find like a pretty pink color to kind of blend it up my crease. But I'm gonna put this pretty purple all over my lid and see how this goes. I always try to do something different with my eyes for every video. Cause like as far as when I'm doing something like normal, like just an everyday, like what I would wear to work or what I wear out, it's always the same. Or like something very brown and neutrally. It's very pretty. It's got a lot of fallout. A lot of fallout. But so far, it's a really pretty color. I don't know about for my skin tone, and it may turn out better than I think it is. I kept my brush up here because I knew that something was going to be a little wonky. So I'm going to do this to my other eye real quick before I go finding stuff to use. And I'm just kind of dabbing and dragging all at the same time. Okay. I'm just going to take my beauty blender and kind of dab under my eye. Okay, let me see what I got in these palettes. Which my Anastasia palette. Oh, how are you so destroyed, hunty? Why are y'all connected? Okay, I think I'm going to use Love Letter in the Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette. I'm just going to take a small blending brush and take Love Letter and bump that into my crease. And just kind of blend to the gods, as I like to say. I'm trying for my face not to get as like white as it's trying to. trying to keep like a wing line because we're gonna try out this eyeliner. Okay. That is cute, but I feel like I need something more. Let me look a little deeper into my palettes. Okay, so I'm gonna try to use, this is like a deep purple aesthetic in this palette that I got from BoxyCharm. And I'm gonna take my Beauty Sense blending eyeshadow brush. It's like a smaller, and I'm gonna just like dab this into the edges of my eye just to kind of like give it a different shade. I like to have I try to only have like one shade. I don't know. I'm stepping out of my comfort zone with this look. I normally don't do colors. And I didn't think I was going to get this into it, but I actually like it. I'm going to have to start doing colors more often. And I'm just using this brush to kind of dab it onto my eye. Then I'm going to go back in with this blending brush, and I'm just going to blend it. Okay, and I'm going to take this big blending brush from Fate. It's a 32E. Or sorry, 35E. And I'm just going to kind of blend this crease and stuff out just a little bit more. I'm going to destroy this palette. Every time I use a palette as like a mirror with this brush, I like almost kill the palette because the end of this brush hits it. This is super cute. I'm actually not getting as disappointed as I thought I was. Okay, so now I'm going to take my beauty blender. It's got a good edge on it. And I'm just going to like dab it right there just to kind of give me a line. From like just some guidelines. A bit of a guideline, I guess you could call that. Alright, so we're going to try out this eyeliner. And I haven't done winged liner in a while. So most definitely bear with me. I'm just going to clean up that under eye a little bit. Shake it up. See if that does anything different. Try to make it to where y'all can see what I'm doing. It's been a hot minute. So it's a little long, and that's mostly because I'm jacked it up, but that's okay. It's definitely longer than I'm used to. Not completely mad at it though. I also haven't used this kind of eyeliner, I don't think ever, because it's got like it's like a bunch of bristles. It's not like just like a felt tip. So we're just gonna hope for the best that this is the same shape. Trying to keep it where y'all can see what I'm doing, but this lighting, let me move that one. Maybe that'll help. Now y'all can't really see. Alright, this is definitely, whew, okay. If I go up any more with these, I'm literally going to be touching my eyebrow. First thing I've noticed is one, I can tell I haven't done wings in a while. They're touching my eyebrows. Two, I'm wiping this part off. I'm gonna redo it. And three, you have to go over this eyeliner like 5 times before it actually shows up as black. It's like you put it on and it's like a gel. I don't know. Okay, I feel a little bit better about these. They're not as like ridiculous. Ignore my dogs making sounds. Another thing is you also can't tell where you're going. It's gonna take me 10.5 years to get this eyeliner black. And it's not on the wing, it's on like the inside of my eye. Like, I don't know, and I feel like you can't tell where you're going with this. Great. I just destroyed myself a little bit more. Okay, they're even now. I feel a little bit better. Just gonna take this and dab under my eye. I'm gonna take this small blending brush. I'm gonna take Ethnic that I used in my crease, and I'm gonna put that on the bottom of my waterline. Okay, beautiful. I'm just gonna paint over here a little bit, kind of blend that color out from where I wiped it away a little bit. Okay. I keep putting this down and then having to re-pick it up, but it's okay. I'm gonna take my little angled brush and the same palette the Ethnic is in. I'm gonna take Structure. Well, no, Yeah, I'm going to take Structure. It's like a pinky color. I'm going to pop that into the middle of my eye. Just to give us some structure to this look. Haha, knee slapper. Put it above my brow bone. And this is a color that I always like blend down to my eyeshadow just because of how it's very pigmented and looks like an eyeshadow, because it is, but like no one cares about that. Alright, the last thing is my lashes. And I am going to throw on some lashes just to complete the look completely. And I might throw on like a pink lip gloss. I don't know. So I'm just going to take some of they're the Kiss. Those ones, I guess that's called Pompadour, I don't know. Then I'm going to take my Tarteist Pro Lash Glue on these. Which I almost need more of. I have the black one, but it's not my favorite. It doesn't hold as long as the clear one does, and I've said that to people. They're like, Casey, you're retarded. It's lash glue. It's the same brand. It's just one's clear and one's black. No. They're completely different. That's my dog. Because they cannot be in a room if I'm not in it. It's just impossible for them to not be right next to me. Which I don't complain about, because I'm glad that my doggies love me. Okay, I'm going to throw on Better Than Sex mascara real quick. Actually, let's get into like this like little bit of we're going to throw some Maybelline on my eyes. Big Shot Volumizing Mascara. And this is just going to kind of prep them for the lashes. I always try not to get them too like wild up and thick, because I always go back with it whenever I put my lashes on. Sometimes I don't have to, but that's sometimes. Okay, now that my lashes are looking a little bit more, we're really gonna get the inner ones on this side. Hang on. Now that we're looking a little bit more put together, let's see if these bad boys are ready to throw on my face. Like I said, I hope I get it on perfect, and I probably will, just because of the fact that this is the look for the night. One of the hardest things is not to blink while you're trying to lay your lashes down. And everyone at my job is always like, how do you do that? Like, how do you get those on and stay? Excuse my nose ring. I'm gonna flop that. I have no idea. I literally just used the glue, set it in the middle. I set the outside. Once I set it in the middle, I release my. You have to make sure that your tweezers are not sticky. I'll kind of explain it while I do this. So I set it in the middle. And then, as you can see, it's not hanging on by anything. I take the end and I set it on the end piece. Sorry, my phone's dying. And I set it on the end of my eyelashes back here. And then I come into the corner piece and I grab it and I set it down on the closest to my waterline. And that's literally all that I do. And I really just make sure that the ends are down good. And like, I make sure that they're dry before I start doing a bunch of touching and stuff. And I'm actually going to use this to, like, I have some glue from the last time. This one's not even laid down. And that's why you have to fondle with them, because like I always put extra glue on the insides and the outsides, and sometimes it's not always dry on those specific spots whenever you go to. I wish I could just keep foundation on my nose. One wish. So it's just not gonna stick. It's just gonna pop right back up because it's not sticky. It's still wet. As you can see, it's still wet because you can still see that little dot right there of glue. And it'll pop up just because it's not stuck. And you just have to fondle with it. That's just how it is. I probably shouldn't have done what I just did though. But it's okay. And if you ever reuse lashes, like I'm doing right now, the, where you pulled them off the last time, whatever they were on, mine are normally on eyeshadow. And have, like I said, I have not done eyeliner in a hot minute. So mine have like brown or gold or silver, whatever I did. And that's what's on the lash. So like, I don't know if y'all can see, kind of like you can see on there. If you take a eyeliner pencil, like I have right here, and you can just paint over it. This one probably isn't a good one for example, but you can kind of see that it's went away a little bit. Once this side dries, I'm going to do it on that inner corner because I already have it like that there. But now we're going to do some highlight. Just going to take my Wet n Wild and highlight. Ooh. Like I said, y'all think I was kidding because it's from Walmart? No, sweetie. And they have like every shade. This is the best one, like shade that I've found for my skin tone anyway. I thought about getting some more just like for what I do, like pink looks. I can do like a pink highlighter. This is the shade Blossom Glow. And I'm in love. I love this so much. And sometimes if I'm extra shiny, I'll do this and the Ofra, which normally I do. I'm actually going to take the Theory on that side because it's a little bit of a more pink highlighter, just to kind of add on to it. Alright, I think that it should be pretty good on the inside by now. Okay. I'm actually not going to put on another coat of mascara because I feel like my lashes went in really good with that. I don't want anything crazy. No. Let's do just some Buxom plumping lip gloss because why not? And this is the look, besides my ratchet blue hair. I hope y'all enjoyed this IPSY haul. I will review this at some point. I will. I can tell you it's gonna smell good. I should have used it. Let me put a little bit on my hand. Just to kind of feel how it moisturizes. A little goes a long way, first of all. Second of all, smells delicious. I like it on my hands. I'll put in the description. I'll use it before I post this, and I'll put it in the description, like, how I felt about it and stuff. So if y'all want to know how this product is, read the description. Also read the description and follow on my Instagram, follow on my TikTok. Show some love on there. I just hit 1,000 followers on TikTok, so go be a part of those. Get me to 2,000. We'll see how that goes. And I might eventually start doing some lives on TikTok. I haven't looked into it completely, but yeah, we might do that. If I can get to 2,000 followers, I think I'll go live and do a makeup look or something. Alright, so I hope y'all have a wonderful rest of y'all's day today, and until I see you again, I hope y'all have a wonderful day. Bye.